Today I want to share with you the things that I learned while organizing tech events. Now, I learned most of this the hard way, so I thought it would be cool to come here and share it with you. Some background about me: I'm the co-organizer of DevOps Days Tel Aviv and Statscraft, which is an awesome monitoring event in Israel that me and my colleague have helped establish. So, obviously you want to start with planning, and specifically you want to start planning early. You might initially think that 6 months is enough, but unless you work on this full time, you probably want to double your initial estimation just to make sure you're going to make it. Now, I would suggest using stuff like timelines and Kanban boards to visualize your process. It will help you to spread out work to your teammates and make sure you're on time with your deadlines. Now, your agenda is a big part of your conference, obviously. And so it's natural to jump into planning your agenda straight away. However, I would argue that you should wait a bit just until you have enough CFPs in your incoming CFPs, because CFPs, they represent trends and hypes in your industry, so you might commit yourself to a certain type of agenda which your CFPs won't be able to cover. Now, your audience is another big factor in your agenda, in planning your agenda, because in order to plan your agenda, you need to know your audience, because you want to give your audience interesting and relevant topics. So when you're on the conference, speak with your audience, get their feedback in order to make next year's event even better. Now, if it's a brand new event, try to scout any nearby events, similar nearby events, to get a feeling for a type of attendance you might get. There's a lot of teamwork involved in this process as well, and communication with your teamwork is key. So have a comfortable way of communicating with your teammates. I'm talking about stuff like IRC, Slack, WhatsApp, whatever is comfortable to you. Pick one method and stick with it. Now, I would suggest using something like Dropbox as well to share files in one central place instead of using email, because it will help reducing any delays and will make sure errors are to minimum. Sorry. All right, so commitment with your teammates is a tricky thing, because 6 months before the event, everybody is so excited and wants to help. But as the time goes by, you'll see that some people are way more active than others, which is fine. But remember to be honest and open with how much time everybody have to dedicate to this project. If not, you'll see really nasty results and tasks won't be done at time. Now, one such area we cannot afford any screw-ups is your budgeting. Your budgeting is the danger zone, so double-check everything you do, because people might get hurt. In its essence, budgeting is very simple. Like, in order to break even, you need to have enough sold tickets and enough sponsors. The tricky part here is you don't know how much sponsors or tickets you're going to sell up until the very end. So keep a constant eye on your bottom line to make sure you don't bleed too much money. And that brings us to sponsors. Managing your sponsors is kind of hard, because they'll have silly questions and just ridiculous requests, and they'll just drive you insane. But remember that you need them more than they need you, so treat them with respect. Oh, and by the way, you gotta have contracts with your sponsors, because it will ensure that they won't bail on you in the last minute. Which brings me to having a plan B. Having a plan B is essential for failing safe with your, in case of emergencies. That's a pretty good picture of what plan B looks like. So you have situations where speakers will get sick and sponsors will try to bail out, and in my country, missiles will fly on top of your head. So have a plan B. It will help you in having a good event. So I hope I didn't scare you, not with the missile part, with the conference event. It can be stressful, like just those two days before the event, it can be nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, if you get out with this feeling of accomplishment, you did something for you for tech community in your place, it's probably a sign you've made a good job. And this is us after our last DevOps Day in Tel Aviv, and I think smiles are pretty much sums it up. So thank you very much.